WJAX at 11. Local coverage you can count on.
Newly released video shows several JSO officers scuffling with a woman at the Duval County Jail. She's the same woman being punched by a former JSO officer earlier that day. And tonight, we're hearing more of an emotional interrogation with that former officer now facing charges.
I feel like either way it would have looked bad because I'm a guy and she's a girl.
At one point, Officer Akinyeme Borisade started to cry during questioning. Tonight, the state attorney's office is defending the decision not to charge Borisade with a felony.
We've got live team coverage of this developing story. We begin with Danielle Available live in the newsroom. And Danielle, our crime and safety expert says it's obvious Borisade was remorseful.
After looking at the video, Jefferson says he could tell the officer realized he crossed the line. And throughout the interrogation, he's covering the side of his face with his hand that's facing the camera. Jefferson says he's doing this because the officer is probably embarrassed. This interrogation video was released to Action News JAX Thursday. In it, former officer Akinyeme Borisade explains why he felt the need to throw punches at Mayra Martinez.
If I would have walked away, she would have thought that it was okay to attack another officer, and then it's my fault.
And with tears in his eyes, we had Action News JAX crime and safety expert Ken Jefferson watch this interrogation.
What he's showing is remorsefulness for his actions. He realizes that he crossed the line. And, for that brief moment, he wished he could take it back. But he can't take it back.
In the booking area of the jail, Borisade is shown hitting Martinez while she was handcuffed.
There's absolutely no reason for an officer to respond the way that he responded to a handcuffed subject. The subject is no threat to you.
But Borisade felt differently.
Just because a person's in handcuffs doesn't mean they're not a threat.
In the end, Borisade was arrested and charged with a misdemeanor battery. Jefferson says it could have gone two ways.
He could have been charged by the department with excessive force. He could have been suspended. He could have been terminated. The other way is the way they did it.
Jefferson also says that even though Borisade said that Martinez was intoxicated, officers are trained to deal with people in those types of situations, and there is no excuse for the behavior shown that day. In the newsroom, Danielle Available, CBS 47, Action News JAX.
Well, the state attorney's office says they are moving forward with a misdemeanor battery charge. Borisade's lawyer entered a not guilty plea during a hearing this week. Michael Yoshida picks up our team coverage live on the south side. And Michael, you spoke to our law and safety expert about why felony charges were not filed.
John, Mayra Martinez's attorney wants a special prosecutor brought in. The state attorney's office says they've done everything given the evidence before them. Tonight I spoke with our law and safety expert to get his take on the issue.
This newly released video shows Mayra Martinez inside a JSO holding cell. She takes off her clothes and then struggled with officers.
She is the victim in that case.
They kind of force some clothing on her and then restrain her. So you do see that happen. That is going on. Are there other things going on? It's kind of hard to see.
Wednesday, the state attorney's office announced they would only pursue a misdemeanor battery charge against former JSO officer Borisade. This video shows Borisade beating the woman inside the booking area of the jail before she was brought in. But the state attorney's office says that isn't enough to bring a felony charge.
That's fine for a civil case because you're suing the whole office. I'm prosecuting an individual, and that's a very different standard.
I would have to agree with the state here.
Tonight, our law and safety expert Dale Carson watched the videos.
There's no indication of great bodily harm here. Therefore, statutorily, the case is not an aggravated battery.
John Phillips says the videos show more serious charges should be brought. The state attorney's office disagrees, even saying the new video just complicates the issue.
You look at that tape and tell me that you could say exactly who's doing exactly what at the bottom of that scrum? Can you say that the back injury didn't occur then, if we accept that it occurred during this incident? The bottom line is, honestly, I can't prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
And John Phillips says that the state attorney's office also libeled his client when they released a statement that included her personal history. Now, Manti disagrees, saying that when they released that statement, they just included all of the simple facts. Reporting live on the south side, Michael Yoshida, CBS 47, Action News JAX.
Under Sheriff Pat Ivey released a statement in response to the release of that jailhouse video. He says video was exempt from public records laws and police could not release it. He goes on to say that the JSO investigation has also looked at the remainder of the booking process and no criminal wrongdoing by any employee has been found to have occurred. Currently, the administrative investigation is underway, which focuses on any policy violations. When that portion is completed, the full findings of our internal investigation will be released. We have continuing coverage of the Borisade case online. You can see video of Martinez being punched in the stomach, along with today's video of Martinez inside the jail. That's all on actionnewsjax.com.
Tonight, hundreds of people along with the Blue Angels squadron